Good afternoon on this fine Monday. It is gorgeous outside. Just wanted to come to you with an update on the whole 600-pound neighbor situation. And I only title that so you guys know what I'm talking about. I don't title it that way um, out of disrespect or trying to humiliate or somebody, just being very honest. That's how this whole situation started, was by me telling you about my 600-pound neighbor getting carried out of her house on a stretcher. And I went over there this weekend and I knocked on the door. The lady came to the door. And I mean, some people get triggered by this stuff. And I want to be honest with you right now. It was not a pleasant picture. And I'm going to tell you how I experienced it as I experienced it and leave nothing shortcut of the truth. I know some people want me to powder it and buffer it and stuff like that, but that's not what I'm going to do. The lady came to the door, and this was the mother. She had long, greasy hair. It was really gray and just matted together, kind of nasty. She looked like she had socks on that she had been wearing for weeks that she hadn't changed. She had jogging pants on that had just stains and stuff all over them, and she had a big loose shirt that was just disgusting, and you could just smell the odor coming from the house and off of her. It is a really, really sad situation in general. It was all I could do was just to stand there as close as I was and breathe, but I wanted to be as close to her as possible just to be able to see the emotion and pick up the realization of the kind of what she was going through and what she was living in. And I just told her, I said, hey, I'm the neighbor that was out here talking to the sheriff deputy when your daughter got carried away. And I've just been very, very concerned with your health and your well-being. I see your yard needs mowed. You got a lot of stuff, debris, where the city came down and cut limbs and just left it in your yard. If you want, I come over and mow it for you. I'll come get this trash and stuff out of your yard. If you need groceries and things like that, I have no problem going to the store and picking them up for you. I said, is there anything that you need at all? And she said, no, the lady across the street checks on me every day and brings me groceries, and she said that I really appreciate it. And I said, I was 400 pounds at one time, and I had to change the way I ate. And I said, I'm not trying to impede in your life, but I'm somebody that's passionate about helping other people, and I'll do whatever it takes to help you if you just give me a chance to help you, regardless if it's mowing your grass, doing your grocery shopping, coming in helping you clean up, whatever it is. I'm here. And I told her I live right across the street right here. If I can give you my cell phone number, you just call me anytime you need me. Anytime I'm on my way home from work, you want me to pick something up for you, I'll grab it for you. And she kind of got teary-eyed, and she said, right now my daughter's in the hospital, the one that got carried away, the one lady that's 600 pounds or just over, and she's coming back soon. And I'll see if we need help around here or not, but it seems like people have rustled up enough together to actually start helping take care of their neighbors. And I said, I started following this keto diet. I didn't really know what it was at first, and it really worked out for me. So I said, basically, the principle of it is eating green vegetables, good healthy fats, and plenty of protein, and good whole sources instead of a lot of the processed stuff, leaving all the junk, pasta, grains, breads, rices, and things out of it, and just eating good whole food, low glycemic food. And that really kicked it off for me. So if you ever want me to come over and cook for you a good healthy meal or something like that, I'd be more than willing to do it. Or if you just want me to prepare it at my house and bring it over, I'd be willing to do that as well too. And I said, just know that I'm here. I'm across the street. All you gotta do is pick up the phone and get a hold of me. If you see me outside, you shout, holler over there, I'll come running. And I said, whatever I gotta do to help you, I'll help you. And she said, I really appreciate that. And she said, right now I'm okay, but I don't know what will happen when my daughter gets back out of the hospital/nursing home. And I don't know what she was in there for. I didn't want to pry too much, but it looked like she had at least fed herself. She's got a cat that needed food and stuff like that. I asked her if she needed cat food or anything. You want me to come in and help you? I'll take the cat to the vet, whatever it is. And she said, no, I'm okay right now. We've got people showing up to help. And I noticed that she had a TV hanging in the window. I could see the outline of the TV. So at least they're starting to come together, and people are starting to rally together to help her. But they still need help. It's just not with food and stuff. And I had brought it up, about the keto diet and stuff like that, and just what foods to kind of stay away from that affect certain conditions. Just briefly, just brushed across it. to even see if it would bring interest out of her. And just immediately she wasn't interested. She just really, I think they just need somebody to be there for them and take care of them. And then when they're ready to do something, they'll do it, or when their doctor's ready to push it, they'll push it. But unfortunately, this didn't seem like at this moment in time that it's the right time. Maybe it's still too early. Maybe I need to get to know them a little bit better. So I brushed across it. I tried to plant a seed. We'll see what happens. I went to go walk away, and as I went to walk away, I said, you know what, I'll go visit Paige, my dog that I buried, in the neighbor that takes care of her, drops food off every day, buried the dog in her backyard, Paige's grandma. So I went over there to say hi to Paige and pay my respects to her. And the grass has grown up. Really, there's just a little basketball-sized spot that's left. And I kind of said a few words and looked how pretty everything looked around where her grave is. And then I seen a black Cadillac pull up, a really nice one with really fancy rims and stuff. And there was a black guy driving and a white guy in the passenger seat. And the white guy got out, the black guy got out. The white guy went to the back and he put a backpack on that looked like it was really heavy, full of stuff. And then it looked like two grocery bags full of food. And they went in the house, and the black guy was coming back out. And I went up to him and he said, whoa, Bubba, I'm not trying to, don't hurt me, because I'm a pretty big dude, you know. And I said, no, man, I come with every intention in the world, kind heart. I want to know if there's anything that I can do to help around here. And he said, I appreciate that. He said, you can't believe that, this is my godmother. And he said, she's always been here since I was a kid, and unfortunately their health went down. And when I found out about it, it was almost too late, but I'm lucky that I'm back in their life now to where I can come over here and bring them food. And he said, you seen the white dude that got out of the car with me? And I said, yeah. And he said, I paid him to put those groceries and stuff away for them and then go through the house and just clean everything. And then I'll come back later and pick them up. But he said, if you ever see anything over here, or if you just want to get a hold of me, you go over there and tell her, give her your phone and she'll call me up, and anything that you feel concerned with, call me up and I'll be there to help out, whatever it would be. And he said the lady across the street, the lady that used to take care of Paige, Debbie, she's been coming over here and checking on her every day and stuff. So I'm really glad that I have people like you guys around that are willing to help my godmother. And I think she's to the point where she doesn't really remember who he is completely, because when I had mentioned mowing the grass and stuff, she said something along the lines of, yeah, I got a black guy that comes by and mows my grass. And I'm thinking to myself, well, what does that have to do with his color? Why don't you just say, kind of like, you know, not to turn it into a racial thing, but it struck me as like, okay, why couldn't you just say, kind of like me explaining the whole situation with the white guy and the black guy getting out of the car. She says, I have a black guy that comes by and mows my grass every once in a while, and he'll just do that for me. Well, when I was talking to her godson, I had heard him say something along the lines of, yeah, I come by here and mow the grass every once in a while. That's her godson, and she's talking like she don't even really remember him anymore, like he's just some black guy or whatever. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, this man's over here like giving you food and stuff like that, and trying to be here for you and make sure you're okay, and paying somebody to clean your house, and he's just some black guy that mows my grass. I think that's like dementia type stuff, Alzheimer's type stuff, with her being as old as she is and overweight and unhealthy, that maybe she just doesn't remember who he is like he remembers her, you know. Like he was clearly taking care of her and trying to look after her and stuff like that, and he was just some black guy that comes and mows the grass, is what she called him. So it was sad. It was sad, the fact that she may not even remember who he is completely. But it's a good situation in the long run that it's turned out the way it has. People are actually going over and taking care of them, looking after them and stuff like that. I'll maybe, you know, in a couple days I'll cook a meal and take it over there before even dinner time and say, look, all you have to do is just heat this up and make it a good healthy meal. And if they like it and they receive it well, maybe I'll do it more often for them. So, you know, maybe it'll help them get healthier, and then save them from having to get up and down so much. But then again, I could be taken away from what could be possibly somewhat making them healthier by moving and getting up and cooking their own foods. They're just probably cooking the wrong foods. Anyhow, that's the update on the situation, and it's actually turned out to be much better than what I thought it was. I'm just leaving the VA right now. I just got labs done after a 14-day experiment that I just did, and stay tuned for that. But thanks, guys. I appreciate you being here. And again, thanks for the support through this whole journey. Thank you guys. Have a great day. Have a blessed day.